think overcoming challenges comes down to, first of all, how you see a challenge or what you perceive as a challenge. I think one of the ways we screwed up a generation is we told them, or we made them believe that life isn't supposed to be hard or life is supposed to be easy, and if it's not easy, you're fucking it up, and that's just not true. Life is hard. Life is very challenging at times, and life doesn't ever really get easier, I don't think. You just get faster, stronger, better. So first I address the outlook. Well, how do you define a challenge? What is a challenge? And then if I'm going up against something that's challenging to me, the first thing I'm going to do is, has anybody done it before? I'm looking for examples. Has anybody else broke through this, achieved this, experienced this, made it past this kind of obstacle or challenge? If I see examples, then what do they do? I'm going to learn from them and model the behavior that they did. If I don't see examples, in many ways that's even more invigorating because I like making the impossible possible. So the next piece is, how do I break this down into chunks? How can I solve for smaller pieces so it doesn't overwhelm me and start to gain some momentum? And then I make sure that I have a positive mindset psychology, that I'm looking at it from the right state, that I'm set up to win, and I'm looking at it from that perspective, not fail. Very often we focus on what we don't want instead of what we do want. So I'm going to define what winning looks like and the outcome I want, and I'm going to go after it. I think being ambitious is just having very, very large goals and not letting anything stop you. Being impatient is being impatient. And that is a character trait that hoses a lot of people because there's an emotional anchor to being impatient. And the value difference, I would say, is if somebody is inherently impatient, they will make decisions that go against what they want in the long run to fulfill the emotional satisfaction in the short run. Being ambitious doesn't have anything to do with that. Ambition is really about seeing the big picture and knowing what you really want. I've had lots of them. Hopefully we're all evolving. I don't know, these questions keep coming up in my life right now, and I'm wondering if there's a reason for this, but hopefully if we're growing, our values, our beliefs are evolving and changing, and you'll have these big level ups. I tend to, when I look back at my life, and I've lived enough of it now to be able to accurately say this, I tend to go in like 5-year cycles where my mindset and mentality upgrades in a big way about every 5 years. I don't know why that is, it just seems to be how it plays out. But I have a lot of pivotal changes in my life. One, early in my life, I was very black and white about everything. You were either right or you're wrong. I shifted my focus to what is more beneficial in seeking truth, not right and wrong. I don't really have time to unpack that maybe in this interview, how that had a big change in how I perceive the world, but it did. I was able to become more empathetic, less judgmental, specifically with myself first. Allow myself to fail and be okay with that, allow others to fail and be okay with it. But I had to shift. I realized when I was younger, black and white, seeing everything in black and white kept me safe. And I understand why I was that way as a child, but as I got older, it served me less and less. And that's kind of when I look at values and how things change. For me, is this belief serving me? And at some point in your life, a belief may serve you, but if you're pushing and you want to evolve and grow, you may find that exact belief system that served you when you were 15 years old or 25 years old does not serve you at 35 years old. And then you set it back down and upgrade your belief system to one that does serve you. So I've had lots of them. I think the big one though, the big ahas, when I was younger, I've always been very ambitious. I've always had very large goals. I started my first business when I was 11 years old. I knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. But early on in life, I sincerely believed that there was a secret sauce. Like there was a blueprint, a formula, something I was missing that all of these people became successful through. As I got older, I realized there is no secret sauce, there is no secret formula. They all kind of did it the same way, which was work really hard, grind, stay focused, stay committed, endure a lot of ups and downs, and go through the shit. And I think that gets lost. I think we're in our culture right now, we're looking for the quick fix. We're looking for the quick way to succeed, the quick way to get rich, the quick way to whatever. I call it nowism, and we're very much into it. And I think that's hurting us in a big way. A lot of success is found in the journey and who you become in that process.